Something just happened right there. Perkins, can you fill us in?
I saw someone mention something to Kristen. I don't know if there was a foot fault called right there.
So if she wins by more than one, then we say Missy Gannon. But if she doesn't, then what do we do? I mean, it goes back to honestly running doubles at Golden Gate Park. I had a history of organizing events, and honestly, I just started grassroots from there.
I think my first disc golf event was the SFDGC Bag Tag Challenge. And I eventually ended up taking over that event and becoming the TD.
I hope everybody had a good time.
And at the same time, Shawn Jack was running the San Francisco Safari.
I TD'd my first Safari in 2012, and I ran that for about a decade. And then we transitioned into the 2018 San Francisco Open, which was the first Disc Golf Pro Tour event in California. Canceled, unfortunately, in 2020 due to the pandemic. So we explored other areas. And honestly, I never would have thought that Swenson Park in Stockton would have been the winner. But our relationship there has been fantastic.
It's a deep that it looks like you can go straight where the basket is, but you don't. You want to go.
Kemper Sports manages nearly 200 different properties. And we have a great relationship with the Shawns. They're very passionate about their sport.
Philosophically, from a business standpoint, we want to invest in infrastructure and professionalism.
And we're passionate to be able to support them in that.
To have this great event here on a yearly basis is so incredibly important to us.
I'll probably have a Mando on the Oakley. Keep walking.
It shows people that we are welcoming to not just ball golfers, but to golfers and enthusiasts of all kinds.
This is going to be so much fun. I'm so curious to see what you guys do.
Yeah,
with
we're
other
so
part
pumped.
Of the course.
Yeah,
So pumped.
if we do that, now we're kind of back there where hole 6 was and all that.
This is all for players, and we have to have a security checkpoint.
The Champions Cup itself got off to a great start. I mean, the initial plan was that event would be hosted at the IDGC. Unfortunately, there was a pine beetle infestation at Wildwood Park. And then throw on top of that, we also had Hurricane Helene, which went through Appling. So in 2024, we moved it to Peoria. And in 2025, it's here where I'm at right now, in Stockton, California.
So what's on the docket for today?
We are driving to OTB, Only the Best Discs, in Stockton, and Shawn Mercy and I are going to be on the Upshot podcast. This is a tradition that we've been doing. I mean, I think I was on it by myself when it was the San Francisco Open, and then now Shawn and I have been doing it together for I think every year we've been here, and it's really fun. So it's something I really look forward to.
Welcome to The Upshot, Multi-World Disc Golf's podcast about the latest in the disc golf world. I'm the editor, Charlie Eisenhood. It's Shawn Jack and Shawn Mercy with us once again. The Shawns are here. Guys, welcome.
Thank you so much. This is a tradition that we really enjoy.
How are things going with the preparations and, everybody coming into town?
Fast and Furious.
Okay, so how do you want it?
I don't necessarily want to go all the way around to that side, but maybe. My focus is very different than Shawn Jack's. He's focused on continually improving our spectator experience out there and a lot of the higher level business stuff. We'll put a gate right here, right? So players will probably walk this way. And I'm focused in more on trying to realize a vision that Leonard, myself, and Shawn have come to. Yeah, you're gonna come right around the same way you came. Yep.
All right, let me go around.
All right, Mike, we got a job. It's pretty much all in my hands and all my responsibility to execute it.
I don't think the disc golf world knows what it takes to run a disc golf event.
Can we go ahead and start shifting?
On the Pro Tour and the PDGA major scene, it's the attention to detail.
I do think that because that's all parking lot, we may want to just finish that section there so it's obvious. There's still too many bike racks here.
You realize you need people to check people in for parking, to do live scores and stats, to be a spotter. crowd control leads. When there's 1,500 to 3,000 people behind the actual lead cards, it's a whole different ball game.
You have staff here, right?
We have a roamer with an iPad and credentials.
Sounds good. Yeah, thank you.
A major needs to have outstanding golf with an outstanding field.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can get a jumbotron in here.
But everything else that they put into this event makes it feel like a major.
So then my other idea was to start the rope line and keep coming this way.
When I throw an event, I really try to think about it from both a player and a fan perspective. What's it like from the moment I'm getting close to the event? Is it easy to find? Where do I park? So I probably shouldn't be driving here, but I want to give you the whole experience. How can I find food? Where are the bathrooms? How do I get water? What are fun things to do besides watch the golf? Festival map, schedule of events, and all your QR codes to get the caddy book, the map, and the schedule. So I'm very mindful about those things, and I think it works.
I don't want to make them walk over there behind the green, you know? We just want you to unload them right here. It really is a battle to get it all done. At least get it dabbed on there so that I can rub it in on the drive over. Well, it takes some time. He always makes a joke that he brings in the money and I spend it, which is true, but it's also very necessary. I'd love to just go this way, but it gets pretty wet in some of those like humps. So we're just gonna cut through here. The big structure over there.
Yeah.
That's on hole 12.
That's right away too.
Yeah, sure is.
Looking good.
Good to see you, Gannon.
Yep, one of my favorite places here.
Awesome. All right, we're good, guys. I gotta take a call.
Am I gonna say hi?
What are you looking? Why are you so far over there?
I'm in the cool car.
Nothing to see.
This thing goes like 50 miles an hour. So welcome. Good to see you.
Good, nice to see you too. Good morning. Everything okay?
I mean, it's the busiest day of my life, but
Yes. You'll get through it.
yeah, it's fine. All right, I'll see you guys.
Yep, get busy. Get back to it.
Where did Kona just go?
The one thing that we did not get to yet is some of the chicken wire on the tree protection.
Okay.
Hole 2, then 8, then 18.
2, 18, yeah, that's gonna be a while. That's probably lunchtime. Take that flag and put it as close to the water as you can. Do you have a hammer?
No, it's my foot.
Really? All right, let's see King Arthur pull the sword out. Well, that was easy. Are you strong or was that easy?
It was easy.
There we go.
Yeah, boom. It's a lot of activity, but it's not frantic. Just getting you ready for a show. That Tuesday is the hardest day of the whole project because really two worlds intersect. There's the world where we're focused on getting the course set up and as perfect as possible for the best players in the world. Saw Gannon looking down after he threw, but I don't think it was a tee pad. And we also have all of our vendors coming in to set up stages, set up barricades for spectator and parking controls.
This is the main spectator walkway, and right now it's feeling very tight.
If we put the volunteers back there, it would be better, right?
The pull. I don't have the right leg to pull.
Things were just happening so quickly. We love 18 looks perfect. I would love to freshen it up Thursday morning. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rodell. Whatever came up, it all had to be done.
Mercy, you'll be here.
No sunglasses.
Thanks for your time here.
Thank you so much. Come on out and see us.
Thank you, Nate.
Everybody knows the TD's names, but every major has an army behind the scenes that nobody ever gets introduced to.
The one with the 2 flags. Thank you.
When they're doing their job well, they don't expect recognition, but it's a great team, and they're run by their leader, John Janone.
All righty, spotters, gather up. Welcome. We're happy to have you join our team. I know most of you have done this before, but I do this every year. This is the reminders. You have 2 flags. Some of you will be given a third. It'll be a yellow one. That's for our hazards. Give yourself a 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go through and assign all you holes here shortly, and then we'll start getting you carted out to there. You guys rock. Thank you all so much for being here.
I think a lot of people take for granted what these volunteers do. Some of these guys are driving over an hour a day just to come and volunteer at 6 in the morning, and it's truly amazing.
And then remind me, did you want to spot or do you want to score today?
Spot on 8.
And since you're here first, you're going to have priority on 8.
Okay, cool.
All right, buddy, thanks so much.
Volunteers are the lifeblood of major tournaments.
Do you like scorekeeping, spotting? What do you like to do more? These are going to be your first 2 scores this morning.
He has really done a fantastic job of creating a family environment.
I mean, we have, I think, 150 volunteers this year. We have a big course. I mean, there's a lot of landing zones, there's a lot of OB, there's a lot of water, and we have spotters almost everywhere. We've created our own tribe now, and John is the chief.
How are you? Hi. Hey. Long time no see. Dude, you're perfect timing. So you're here to score?
Whatever you want. If that's what you need, then that's what I'll do.
Single with Ben, that's what we need most.
John has taken a framework for a volunteer program and turned it into a whole other enterprise.
Can you do 7 for me?
You want me on the right side of this OB line up by the...
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to get at least the trees, so maybe that like back corner in the hills.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yep.
Making sure people are where they need to be, when they need to be there, and that no job is left unfilled.
Anything with it, mayonnaise, mustard.
Every I is dotted, every T is crossed.
Did all the spotters? You guys are 2 steps ahead of me. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Tegan. I'm either really good at my job or you guys are really good at yours. One of those 2 things is true.
What do you do in the calm moments?
The calm moments, I worry.
I am extremely proud and honored to work with John.
We should be squared away by the time I am stepping out at 9:20 for about an hour to get more snacks. I take a work call and then we'll from there.
Oh, you actually got to work?
Thank you. Dude, you've been like my right hand this morning. Thank you.
I'm all for it. I mean, like I said, I'm here to help.
So probably the coolest perk about being a Gold Pass member is access to here.
When the players walk up on that stage, they know that the show has begun.
Let's call it the 230 group for some course notes, courtesy Andy Rothschild.
Hey, we're all so comfortable over here. Let's have a players meeting over here.
Andy's great. He's born to do this.
Today we will be playing the A layout, and our access code is the Champions. The Champions!
One, he knows his stuff, like from a rules perspective, like really, really well.
On hole 5 today, it says that there is a relief area for honeybees. Those honeybees never did show up this year, so we just said bye-bye relief area. But if you do see those honeybees, please let us know so that we can remake that relief area into a relief area.
And he loves to entertain.
On hole 10, you guys are teeing off right next to a golf green that looks a whole lot like this golf green. It is surrounded with white paint. It is surrounded with white flags, but we forgot to say in the caddy book that it's OB. So if any of you happen to have truly one of the most atrocious throws that you can possibly imagine, you would be OB if that were to happen.
I'm just worried about this when I'm out there.
Priority. Do you want to run European Juniors major with me?
I just let him do his thing.
On hole 12, maybe about 50 feet from the basket in the OB right by the water, there is a mama goose sitting on an egg. She is less happy about Champions Cup being here than most Woods players ever could be. 2 paper lads on the 1 card. Would you do digital if I made the access code Dodgers? There was a whole note here, and I'm filling that time with saying that Phil took care of it.
You know, what he's done on that stage to keep things light but professional, I think is amazing. That first year in 2021, it started as just a tee pad with room for cameras and an office area, but it was a huge, huge success.
We've expanded that now where we can fit 40 people comfortably.
We not only added on an upper deck, but we bought a bunch of furniture. And so we actually had like an actual living room behind the first tee.
It looked like the 4th stage at Coachella.
All right, who can raise their hand and tell me the 3 states that Champions Cup has taken place in? Come on over here. We got this beautiful MVP. I believe it's a Rhythm. Yes, this Neutron Rhythm. Give it up for this guy.
We didn't know it was going to work out as good as it did, but I think that the vibe and just the feeling that you got when you're on stage taking everything in was amazing.
All right, gentlemen, good luck. Nicely done.
Great work.
Nicely
Thank you.
done.
Thanks for being here for this. Appreciate you. I had the idea of having dirt from every Champions Cup location. We got some dirt from Virginia, Georgia, Illinois, and California.
We've invested into the spectator experience every single year. This year I saw lots of families enjoying themselves. We had a bouncy house, a face painter, kids course, party islands, or pirate islands, once it's invaded by pirates.
1, 2, 3! Yeah! One thing that I did notice about the scene here in Stockton is that fun seemed to be like a common denominator.
5 years, haven't missed any of them.
Not many.
Yeah.
You can just tell when you're at a place, that vibe.
From Germany, Simon Lazat.
We're playing the A layout again. I completely jinxed us yesterday. Those Bs are back on hole 5, as is the relief area for it.
Just a little treasure hunt, you know, never gets old.
My goal is to work really hard and let the players take over. You know, the golf is the show. Swenson's an awesome place to watch disc golf live.
We're trying to give everybody who shows up, whether it's general admission, VIP, Gold Pass, we're trying to give everybody a good experience. And this would be like, lay it up. Lay it up.
Macbeth, does he do it? My only question right now is how big does that basket look and how nuts is he?
Unbelievable day.
Good job.
Goat stuff right there.
Yeah, Shawn Jack. Yeah. Shawn Jack in the house.
Of course, that's it. Terrible. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you for selling more tickets for me.
Are we good to start?
We've sold like about 220 5-day passes. Almost all of them have been redeemed. Thursday had 90 VIP passes and 20 GA, so about 110. Today we had 130 VIP and 26, so 160. So just to give you perspective on the growth, we're gonna go way up. Saturday has 200 VIP passes, so 50% more, and 100 GA passes. So I think tomorrow's crowd's gonna be 50% bigger than today. We should be prepared for that. From crowd control to water. The porta potties are getting serviced tomorrow morning.
What time?
Crack of fucking dawn.
I hope they're here at 7.
Everyone's doing a really good job. It's amazing to have so many people that are resourceful, that are getting things done and solving problems like with immediacy. So kick ass, take names, keep doing it. Thank you so much.
Perfect. So you guys can go ahead and pull all the way forward to that orange cone.
All right, thank
Have
you.
a great day.
The first year in San Francisco, we had maybe a couple hundred tickets, and then maybe 300 tickets. And then the first year we went to Stockton, I think we did 500 tickets.
Yeah, this is their club, man. Their school club.
Then 800 tickets. And then in 23 and 24, we got up to like 1,400, maybe 1,500. And then this year we scraped 2,000. Saturday and Sunday, it was banging. It was loud. That's like the most fun part, when the vending village is really packed, the bleachers are full, stage is buzzing.
Let's make a lot of noise once we're going live. Have some fun.
The most talented field ever in California history.
That's good height, good pace, drop.
And it's in! It's in the bucket! That's an eagle for Pierce!
The Marshall incident. Got to talk about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lat has birdied 5 of the last 6 to chase down Gannon, making this an epic battle coming down the stretch. Something just happened right there.
Did any other players see it?
That's what I would do, is talk to the group. What do you think, Doug?
Do you think we should get this group to the scoring tent before we do a championship run?
That's so weird.
That's a stroke. Wow.
My first reaction was like, why is there a marshal making a call? Sick to my stomach.
Are you like 100% sure that I didn't release the disc before I like touched the disc?
There may appeals to an official or an official's decision, which is what this is, to the director.
But you said yourself that you didn't see that.
Appeal it after the round.
This is a joke.
I don't know how I make a call if I wasn't present. I don't know how I overrule a call.
You should. But
Just ask my score from him. I don't know what my score is. I'm not gonna insert anything.
This whole event is going to be about this moment now. It's going to be overshadowing. You can already see the disc golf world title.
Val, it got a little weird out here.
It was just such a wrench to be thrown in. I was stressed out.
She's going to win by probably 3 or 4.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Do you have the coverage here? Well, I can see it right here. She can appeal. So do I go out and congratulate Missy Gannon on winning the tournament, even though it might be tied? Do we delay the trophy presentation? No?
It's organic, and then we confirm scores.
And then we say, maybe just kidding, playoff? I would have liked to have seen that universe where the call is not made, what happens.
Kristen needs to throw this in.
Oh my goodness, it wasn't off by much.
And we don't get to see that. You know, it changed reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 2025 PDGA Champions Cup, presented by OTB Disc and MVP Disc Sports, Missy Gannon!
Good? Thank you.
We can.
Sure, thank you so much.
And this will be in the International Disc Golf Center. We'll get a little plaque made for you and all of that.
So we went big. These are actually real taxidermy stuffed foxes.
No, they're not. I can tell it.
Of course it's not. Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Oh, I get
You know, and a PT Barnum all press is good. People did talk about the event a lot. And, you know, hopefully that spills over to next year and we don't lose too much momentum going from a major to a Pro Tour event.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise. Your 2025 PDGA Champions Cup presented by OTB and MVP Disc Sports, Isaac Robinson.
Nice work.
Good shit. Good work. Trust you guys and you always come through.
Champions Cup was the most I've ever worked on any single thing in my entire life. So if it's not satisfying, then I am misguided.
It must be good. It has to be good.
There's a lot of gravity at Swenson Park for this event, especially after putting 5 years into the course, into the relationship with the volunteers.
Under the Mackinac Bridge, so they refer to us as trolls.
And kind of becoming one big family, at least for 2 months in the year. I just wanted us all to
Go
be here
team.
for, you know,
Who's missing?
Neiman, you know, but
I don't know where he is right now. He's probably
sleeping on the cart
so.
somewhere.
Just want to say I love y'all. Glad that we were able to do this.
I wish I could say
okay?
the same thing.
Hell yeah, bud. Hell yeah.
Thanks,
Good job, everyone.
Cool. Good round, good round.
This is such a huge part of not only Swenson Park Golf Course, but also of the community of Stockton.
This was my first visit as a spectator only, and this is fabulous.
We absolutely want to see this back. We see this as being a continued partnership for years to come, and I see us even looking at some other prime properties throughout the country of where we can partner with 1,000 Rated Productions on these sort of activities.
Stockton,
Yeah.
You know, it's exhausting, it's a lot of work, but we literally make thousands of people happy. Tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people worldwide because of the efforts that we put out at Swenson Park during that weekend.
I'm exhausted. Like whatever adrenaline rush I was on for the last 4 days, just came crashing down.
You know, now that we're going into our 8th year, next year, you know, we'll be in 10 years soon, we've helped create disc golf history, which is pretty cool.
And this is Stockton signing off.